The Jiggy Show, where Jiggy people do Jiggy things.
Welcome back. This is the Jiggy Show, episode 2, season 2. We're doing bigger and better things now. The lighting situation is better. The mic situation is better. We're leveling up. So I got two guests with me today. One I haven't seen in forever. About like how long?
8 years.
8 years.
6, 7.
6, 7.
At the minimum.
For real. Word. That's what's up. My boy Akil went to Oakton.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Cougars.
Yeah.
And I got my guy Oscar with me.
How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Good.
Everything good? How's the weather out there? It's getting kind of cold.
It's cold. Went
Yeah.
from 90 to 55, like you seen a state trooper on the highway. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And I'm gonna give a shout out to the girls for the previous episode. They did their thing. They were very patient with me. Like I said, doing better now. And in all fairness, so y'all don't know. So I recorded an episode before this one, talking to some girls. They were like, "Man, ain't this? Man, ain't shit. These guys out here just playing us." So like, I was like, "Word." I was trying to stand up for us because I mean, like, obviously we're great men. We do right by our ladies at all times. So but then there's two sides of every story. It's not always the guys. Usually always the guys, but it's not always. So these girls are out here like being wrong too. And I've been seeing some guys, saying women ain't this, women ain't that. Like, and I have no idea. I don't know. I never know. All my relationships have been pretty good. Shout out to all the girls that I, been in my life. And so like I can't relate to that. So like from you guys' experience and from your perspective, tell me why these girls are out here. How they ain't shit.
I mean,
Okay, all right. No, hey. Don't hold back now. Don't hold back now.
There's no long essay to it. It's just, I think a lot of the emphasis is on men. Mm-hmm. So what happens is, women do some ain't shit, but it's like, well, we already know you weren't going to be it anyway, so it automatically gives that pass and that,
that it's okay for them to do.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I know you were going to fail anyway, so...
Ooh, what? So they're out here just assuming? It's out of assumptions?
I wouldn't even say... Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say assumptions, and it's kind of like, a big thing is, like I said, right now is the fuckboy season. So you're a fuckboy until proven innocent, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're already
you're already a fuckboy.
Fuck
So I can feel whatever way, and I can,
Because like, when I started hearing this, I felt personal because I'm not a fuckboy. And I felt like attacked by these girls, you know? Like I can speak for us good guys. So us good guys are doing what we're supposed to be doing. But apparently not.
I mean, I think it all starts with expectations.
Okay.
Because shorty might go in a situation, so you got to kind of break this down from the jump. So
scientifically, you got to break it down.
Like you meet a girl, whatever, you talking, but I don't think many people go into a relationship with a goal in mind. You know what I'm saying? So if we do a lot of floating around, right?
Okay.
So the whole girlfriend boyfriend phrase, like you've seen it stretch for like 2 years.
Okay.
I've seen it stretch for like 12 years.
Oh my God.
So it's like,
wait,
what are you trying to do?
The boyfriend phase or the talking phase?
The girlfriend boyfriend phase. Like honestly, that might could get thrown out the window.
Okay.
If you really want to avoid all the ain't shitness, like make a decision, like decide what you want to do, because you can't get mad at a girl or a dude. So like they say, if they were saying we ain't shit, but like my man said, we already knew where you was coming from. So I say for us, we know, hey, if wherever we at, we see a shorty, like we already know. Hey, what's the end goal of mine? Maybe for that night or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. No. Like we already know. Like we dissect. Like we thinking it on that plane, on that level. But they do it too. Yeah. But they do it too. So they can't say like we ain't shit for that. But like they do it too. Mm-hmm. Like they look at your shoes. They look, how you talk. But we just look at ass and titties. Yeah. It's what it is. But that's just is what it is. That's the biological thing of it. But if you talking whatever, like we gotta define like what we want to elevate to the next level, who we want to be with. So if you got a shorty, she like, okay, you talking to her, but then she run off and mess with your Joe Schmo or Net the Wino down the street, whatever, or she run off and do something like that. But you talking to her, but she's not on that path of like, okay, I'm trying. She didn't make a decision. Like her decisions aren't merited for being married or anything like that.
Okay.
So we got to learn to define what we want in our relationship and be at that from the go.
Yeah, facts. I mean, I can agree with that perfectly. But like from what I got out of you, so even in the relationship stage, she still goes out of the relationship and does her own thing.
Yeah, I mean that I've seen it happen. Like I've seen it happen. I'm telling you, like I've seen it happen. And it's based off of we don't know what we don't know. Like there are known knowns and there are unknown unknowns. Things that we don't know, and she might not know. She might not want to be in a relationship with you, but she like all the creature comforts it comes with. You know what I'm saying? And then they play like that. They might run off.
Say it.
No, you got a lot to say.
I agree fully. You know what I mean? Like don't ask to be treated like a queen when we're on the peasant stage. You know what I mean? Like there's no other way to put it. Like if I'm a fuckboy. And you know I'm a fuckboy. What makes you think like you know what I mean? Like but like for real, like what makes you think? But like what makes you think something's gonna change out of that? You know what I mean? And it's like you knew what it was. So like when you're heartbroken that you're not getting these messages back, and you thought he was different, no, like you knew the steps. You know what I mean? Like you're literally like we may not verbalize it, but like we are literally. Actions speak louder than words.
Okay.
So if I'm hitting you up with that 2 a.m., what are you doing? Like, don't. But like, you know what I mean? Don't be surprised that that's what it is.
She thinks you want to have a conversation.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying this is all situations, but like you know, there's certain situations that are so painfully obvious. But if you turn the other cheek, you have no one to blame but yourself.
Exactly, and that's what I was telling the ladies. That's what I was telling the ladies last episode. I was telling them you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. You are in control of the situation. Technically speaking, you are, even in giving up for sex or not.
Right.
You are in control. We can only do as much as possible, and at the end of the day, you can switch up and not fall through.
Right.
And so, like, you're in control. So, like, from the guys that are being hurt, though, like, what is going on in that situation? Why are you getting played by these women?
Right.
Because they're slick. I'll tell you right now. Women, look, don't let it fool you, man. Like, women are 10 times more. They are way better than this than any guy is. Like, whatever top guy you think has game, a woman literally has it game match set.
Somebody told me that. And I was like, damn, it's like, and he broke it down to me, and I was like, yo, like low key, this makes a lot of sense.
They hold the card.
Like, woman, like there's no other way. The power of the pussy literally runs the world.
Okay.
Like there's no other way to put it. Like, and once a woman knows that,
she's in full control.
You know what I mean? Like it's a wrap. So what's going on now is a lot more women are aware of that. So like I said, I feel like the roles are switching. So like these, you know, obviously you still have your share of fuckboys, but you have these share of dudes that are like, yo, like, you know, letting it be known. Yeah, I'm over here, but it's like, nah, man, like. You know what I mean? Now, and they're hitting you with it. You know what it was, and you're like, "Oh, all right, like word." It's like that,
right?
But like, but meanwhile, like you know what I mean? Like these things that you traditionally are asking for, like a consistent man, all these things are happening, but it's like you're swerving him left and right because, well, again, topic of this episode,
and I've been preaching this, like, but also like let's also like look at the guys though. Let's not always point fingers. Let's not say that it is the women. Let's look at the guys. Like, just like you said, the woman knows what she's getting herself into. So the guy, when you're approaching this, whatever type of woman you're trying to approach, you should know what you're about to get yourself into, right?
Nah, I ain't trying to hear that.
No, you're not trying to hear that. It's not like
that. And more times than not, I would agree. But like, I will say, like, women now have adapted. And I'm not going to say it's not because of men, but the situation right now, women have adapted. So you can portray, you know what I mean? Like I said, women are more emotional creatures. So you know how to pull on the heartstrings to, you know, do whatever I want, opposed to
manipulate it.
Yes, extremely. Opposed to now, you know what I mean? Men, you know, I'm not going to lie, like they're more physical creatures. So it's like, all right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I'm hitting you up with a 2 a.m., you know, what you doing? You hitting me up with we need to talk. I don't, you know what I mean? You're hitting the emotional, the heartstrings, and it's like, I'm now, invested in more different ways when, I mean, that's your game.
Yeah, word.
So
That's how she reels you in.
That's how she really, you know what I mean? Like,
word.
that's facts.
Word.
That's fact.
And then I mean, also like from a guy stand, it's been known that guys like can keep multiple girls, right? At one time, they can keep multiple girls. So like for the women,
How can they do that on the same page? Is that where you going? Is that where you going?
yeah.
Like, how
yeah.
can they?
Yeah,
I mean,
because like I said, like I don't know, like I never really had like bad experience with women, to be honest. Like I think hopefully you didn't cheat on me.
Yet.
If you did cheat on me, just let me know. And then we're cool. Like we can still be like friends or whatever.
I don't want to know that
But
shit.
you don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Yo, why don't you want to know that?
No, because like,
Honesty is the best policy, right?
no, I disagree. And like, not not like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you've cheated, like I've realized, like my suspicions and not knowing is a lot better than finding out.
Why?
Because now, you know what I mean? Now I'm comparing myself to this dude that ain't shit because, you know what I mean? Like, here I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like, here I was, you know what I mean, doing A, B, C, and D right.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know what I mean? Now, you know what I mean? Like, whether it be an emotional tie, whether it be whatever, but it's like, we already had this invested.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's up?
Mm.
Opposed to like now, it's like, you know what I mean? I could end it with someone and like I could see her hanging out with some dude that I felt some type of way about, but I'm like, man, that's y'all. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I never had that confirmation, but like sometimes, like I said, not knowing is better than knowing.
I feel you on that end, but at what point so you said you don't want to know, right?
I mean, in an idea, what I prefer not to. You know what I mean?
You prefer
I prefer not to know. Now, will I not seek the information? I probably will. You know what I mean? Like my natural curiosity.
But is that like are y'all still together? You don't want to know?
That's what I'm. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
If we're still together and you're doing your dirt,
yeah, she's cheating on you while you're together.
I mean,
do you still know what I'm
okay. In that realm, okay. I thought we were talking afterwards.
No. Even after, like, I mean, let me know.
Even afterwards, it's a mute point. Afterwards,
yeah. If we're together and you're cheating on me,
yeah, facts.
And like we're together and not like, we're not on that talking phase.
Facts.
Oh no, I mean that's a no. I mean,
yeah, you gotta know.
You gotta go, and I gotta know. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but how do you know though? Like,
how do you know?
Like, that's the
part.
That's the crazy part. You don't know.
I think
because they can play the card so well, right?
I think females, like I said, like there's a certain point where like, hey, I'm being emotional with you, rather than now at this point, I'm doing this to get emotion out of you. And I think when that happens, that's when you know something's up. So it's kind of that like, I'm not necessarily conveying my emotions, but I need to get you worked up so you stay at home.
But it's also like human intuition though. Like you don't know, but you know when something's off. You spend time with somebody.
Yeah, you know the habits. You know
like.
Yeah, I don't think I can get played that blindly, bro. Like I don't think.
Like, but you would be one of the cats that would know. You might just be one of the cats be like something off when you ask this question.
Word.
I would say right now, out of all the girls you dealt with, the ones that ended, there was something going on. At least one of them. Like, there's no... And
hey,
I'm not,
you're looking at me right now.
I really think, like, there was at least one, like, maybe not even physical, but, like, emotionally, like, already starting to get invested in the dude before, like, you know, you got to go.
That's fucked up.
I mean, that's human nature.
That's game, though. That's biology.
That's women.
Nature.
That's women.
So, like, I feel like right now, in this time, like 2018, it is getting worse, and it's going, like, down the drain.
Right.
So, like, but my theory behind why it is getting worse is the whole social media thing.
Right.
A lot of these women have more.
Cole said it. Fell in love with photographs. He said it.
that and a lot of women have like options, like a lot more options.
Fans.
Well, call it what you want, but it is an option. That fan can take her out to dinner.
That fan is offering to take her out to dinner.
Right.
Like, but again, if I'm sliding in your DMs, like.
You just another cat in the DM?
Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I mean? So all that is just boosting your ego.
Right.
So, like, that's the whole thing. Like, so, you know, you're a female. We're together. Yeah, I'm doing all this. But, you know, he slides in your DMs talking about whatever. And here you are. What you offering me? You know, he about to offer me, you know, a full expense trip to this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's you, rather than appreciate what you have, it's turning into... I can do better and get better whenever I please.
Facts, and that's where I'm coming from. And then I feel like they have so many people in there, like offering them trips and vacations.
Let me not
pay your rent.
even say trips. I think, I think you know what I mean. Like, I think, like I said, social media. Like, you know what I mean. Like, you have access. You know, I guess you would say options, but you have access to this. You know what I mean? You know how many celebrities are sliding in the DMs nowadays?
Facts.
And now,
facts.
you know what I mean?
That's very whack, though.
You know what I mean? Like, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you can think it's whack, but to the female, like, yo, I'm gassed up. Like,
you know what I mean? Like,
you work at where? You work at State Farm? You know what I mean? Like, Drake just hit me up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about to be backstage pass.
But that's like a select few, though.
That is true. That's
a select few. Like, if you go through, like, if I went through my Instagram and see who's out, like, there's some that are out there on my Instagram that I know personally, whatever. But if I go in the DM, it's like I'm talking to, like, I've known you since we were in elementary school. Like, whatever you posted was dope. Whatever, it is what it is. But it might be another cat like yo, shawty, like, what's good? And then it might be another cat that say, let me fly you out here. But
my thing. But even with that, like, the girl that you knew from elementary school, you know what I mean? She's gonna see your images and see, look at him. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, now you could be bumming it and struggling, right? But you're gonna see the images of, look at him, and you're automatically gonna, you know what I mean? And you're looking at that other situation you're currently in, like, isn't compared because, like, you know what I mean? He's looking clean, he's looking this, all that's, and it's that image based. I think.
So we're judging. So we're judging
books. We're judging books by the cover. By
everybody.
100%. Because everything's a picture. Everything's a moment. Just like what Drake said on the Scorpion album. I know Jones says texting or taking pictures to hold and save to make it seem like they doing what they doing. Yeah. So it's like Instagram. It's all a photo book story, and we try to build these these lives outside of what's realistic and. There's a group of people that fall into that online, but if you think about it from a relationship standpoint, and that's the real portion of it. Like, you can do a lot online as far as we know cats that's gone through and whatever online, but it's still a lot of people that's out there the female will carry that same persona outside of online and onto real life. So she might be gassed up, like you were saying, like on Instagram, but then she'll carry the dudes that she meet in real life the same way. So it's the same principle, whether it's online or offline, and that same attitude carries on.
That is true. No, it can definitely carry on. Like, if she's going to act a certain way online, she's probably going to act like that. And it's probably easier for her in person because the way they can actually look at her. And then see her. Yeah, so she
might be tight in the pictures, but straight up bomb in real life. You'd be like, what happened to the filter and the makeup? Like, you never know.
Or the opposite. Or she can be that bad in real life.
Right.
Which invites more options and more dudes. Word.
But it goes back to the point, like, that's on you to weed them out, like, you know what I mean? Like,
but how do you weed them out though? Like,
no. I mean towards the female, like, if you know, like, you know what I mean, at that point, like I said, you're swimming in a sea of dudes, like, don't be mad that I say you're not shit if you're, you know what I mean, you're enjoying the luxuries of every single dude that's looking your way.
Some of them will call that a hustle.
That is a hustle, but for us, like,
are we knocking the hustle?
I mean,
absolutely,
because it works both ways. But it's viewed. It might be viewed differently.
What?
But you got to think about it like this. For me, this is how I view it. It may be everything online is selling sex, selling this, selling whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I know Shorty ain't out here banging all these dudes that's coming through whatever. I know it.
I disagree. I think there's a ratio. I think I think the 10 dudes, probably like 5 or 6 of them.
That's a lot.
That's what I heard. No, that's what I heard. Hey, it's scary out here though. Like, I mean,
because like you know what I mean, like, look, like right now, like, being sexually liberated is on the rise. So
it's a hookup culture.
Yeah, but like right now, like, you know what I mean, like, girl, you got that body count. I see you. You know what I mean? That's what it is now. And
no, that's not what it is.
That's not what it is. No, it's on the down low though. They can't.
No, I think between girls, yes, absolutely.
Oh, because they're hyping themselves.
I think girls are gassing it. I think the sexual.
But I've seen a lot of girls be like, oh, like I've literally witnessed like girls like, oh, she got 22 bodies. She ain't shit. Like.
Oh, absolutely. Like, there's still some that are like, yeah, I mean, I hear what's going on.
Are they hating?
Are they hidden?
It could be.
I think.
Oh, it's morals.
Okay, see, that's
it's both.
Look, I think. Go ahead. You go
okay.
ahead. That's
so,
you.
Okay, think about it like this.
All
We
right.
come from. So think about it like this. We are a very young population in general.
Okay.
If you think about history, we have a very young documented history
Okay.
as far as the United States of America goes.
Okay. We definitely getting historic right now.
Right. So if you got the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, it wasn't like, yo, shorty, what's good? Let me holler at you, whatever. It was not. You go to the house and you got to ask to come parlay with the family, and the parents is there, and their whole family judging you.
Yeah, you're.
Then we had the 50s,
Word.
then we move into the 60s, and that's when everybody they found weed, all that. They was getting psychedelic. Jimmy was out there with the ecstasy in the headband. You know what I'm saying? So then that was the liberation part of it. And then we went from, going steady to like, you can do whatever you want. And then now it's just, the game's just elevated because everything is information, social media, boom, 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 boom.
Swipe right, you know what it
So
is.
swipe right, you know what it is.
I mean, there's just as many females on Tinder as there are males.
Facts.
And you know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
and now they got Bumble. They
Bumble.
shooting. They gotta shoot.
wait, what the hell's Bumble?
Oh, word. Bumble is the same thing as Tinder,
Really?
but it's for females. They are the one choosing.
Right. Was he
Yeah,
already doing it?
This episode's over. You know what I mean? Like you're like, you know what I mean? The ball's in their court,
Facts.
and the reality is like,
But it's always been in their court.
well, they're aware, and now they like, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't shit. Like, there's no other way to put it, and it's like I said, like, maybe it's karma.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have a horrible track record. Like,
Word. You've been
like,
a dog.
I've been terrible. And like, you know
word.
what I mean?
Alright,
Like,
fair enough.
I've had my
confess.
yeah, you know, I've had my fair share of karma, and like, I even said it like, the way you hurt me, it don't even matter how bad I hurt you. The way you hurt me was a million times worse. And I say that in the realm as like, you know what I mean? Like, this sounds bad. Like, if a man cheats, it's never to be like, man, fuck your girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Opposed to a woman, you know what I mean? Whatever. It's like, you ain't shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a.
It's coming
but
coming emotionally.
Yeah, but like, you ever see those
Word.
memes where we're like, yeah, you know, girl be like, yeah, you know, you ain't shit, your daddy ain't shit, you know, you're short, you got big ears, and the dude be like, you know what I mean? And then the dude be like, bitch, and then like she's all up in arms. But like, that's how it is. Like, you know what I mean? A woman will jab and jab and jab, and like, no, you know what I mean? No, exactly get you to your core, opposed to like, you'll just do something stupid that you would generally do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think women are more
Spiteful. That's what it sounds
I
like.
don't even. They,
No, that's the right word.
is that the word?
That's the word.
Would that be the word?
That's
I mean,
what it sounds like.
they'll carry it like they'll carry that because it's if like you were saying it's an emotional thing.
Yeah.
But that comes back to what I was saying earlier. Like you got to decide what you want to do. Like as a dude, like you gotta be like, hey, sure, like I'm not trying to do whatever be in this relationship, but we can make it happen. Whatever. Since we in this sexually liberated culture, like you got to decide what you want. Do you want sex? Or do you want a relationship? What is it that you want?
Word.
Very true.
Word. Damn. Wow. All right. Trying to soak all of this in. But I mean, from the sex liberating culture, like from the previous episode, the girls was telling me like most girls nowadays are cool with just telling them, yo, I'm just trying to fuck.
I mean,
It just depends on the shorty.
it depends where.
Because
Like,
if you a dude, you got your criteria, right? You got your criteria. So your criteria might dictate which type of shorty you vibe with or what energy you bring with
Vice
you.
versa. I can see that both ways.
So
Yeah.
both ways. So
Yeah.
like if you a dude like I want smart, educated. Not saying that you not if you out there or whatever, but
Oh my God.
but like certain things dictate what type of energy and female you want to be around and what type of environment you in. If you want a ratchet joint, then go get a ratchet joint. If you want a smart, educated, lawyer, law school, whatever, shorty, she might not be just giving it up like that, or she could be. I'm focused on me, but I want to get these rocks off, so let's go over here. But I'm focused on me, so I ain't got time to be in a relationship dealing with trying to work with two people because you got to worry about what she thinking. You got to involve them. She don't have time. She might not have time for that.
Mm-hmm. Word. But like when it comes to just sex, like you just fucking the body.
It's a drug.
Fuck her
It's a
personality.
drug.
I mean,
It's a drug.
yeah.
But the personality could change that moment though. Look at anything.
yeah, but like I think, you know what I mean, like that's a great thing, but like great point rather, because it's like, yeah, you are fucking the body, but like again, you knew the situation,
Right.
so now after we fuck, like Okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, like, okay,
no,
but so
but
then okay, go ahead.
But like
Akil, you're a nice guy.
I am.
Very nice guy.
But it's like I'm saying, like if I go into it, so I've been in a relationship for 4 years, right?
All right, word.
So that's my background with this. But I've had some experience before then.
They were shitty
in college. Not necessarily shitty. You was around for one of them,
Word,
but that was in high school.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a shitty like. That wasn't shitty. That was just me making the decision on what it was.
Okay, word.
So that was that.
Mm-hmm.
But you go into these things like. You just gotta know, like you said, they said, like just let them know up front. But if you wanna, but don't come back and say we should if we let you know up front, and then you like to me if I let you know up front and you bringing me all this shit flack afterwards, causing a scene, drama, whatever, then you ain't shit for that because I told you what it was on.
I'm with you, but like my thing is like I feel like opposed to like a guy letting you know up front, women will let you know a completely different picture.
Okay,
I think they'll say. You know, and like, let's say I want us to hang out. I want us to do this, or even that. Like, you know what it is. You know, what I mean, I think they go more 180
than 360
than a guy does. So you mean like if a fuck boy's like, yeah, man, I'm trying Netflix and chill. A month later, he's probably gonna want to Netflix and chill.
That's a fact.
But a female saying, hey, I want to Netflix and chill. 30 days later, be like, like we've been spending this much time together. Like, what's going on? Opposed to the other female that'll be like, I want to see where things are going.
Mm-hmm.
I want to possibly build. And now I'm open minded with it. 30 days later, you see her with another dude, and she's like, yeah, man, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. So I
think female, like at the core, you know what a man's about.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like,
hey, he's speaking for himself.
Yeah. no, but you know what I mean? At the core, you mean like at the core, like, even the dudes are like, yeah, man, you won't say it flat out, I want to fuck, but like, if my tendencies, my actions, everything, like, leads up to it, like, you know what it is. Opposed to, like I said, that female hitting you up constantly because you think she's interested, so you reciprocate it. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you catch her at a party, or you catch her wherever else with some other dude, you're like, yo,
that should happen.
What? But you know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. Well, that's what it is. And just, all right, well, my bad. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So I think females are more likely to flip the script opposed to a woman, opposed to
a guy doing it.
Yeah, and the woman doesn't necessarily read the full picture. You know what I mean? You read what you want it to be rather than what it is, opposed to, a guy, like I said, like whatever. So a guy would be more gullible to believe, again, the emotional tie behind it, because you're, like I said, you're pulling on the strings, and then you'll switch it up on them just because that's your game.
That's happened.
That's fucking
evil. It happened to me.
That's evil.
That was evil.
See, and
that's
like
evil.
First time meeting him, and you said it happened.
That happened.
Look, case in point.
Case in point. It happened.
Like,
all right. So, like, from what I've just heard from you, so I proudly and firmly believe in clear and open and honest communication.
Right.
Like, laying everything down clear on the table between girls and guys. So, like, if I'm interested in a girl and I'm just trying to fuck, I'm going to let you know that I'm just trying to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I might not say those exact words, but I'm going to let you know I'm just trying to fuck. Mm-hmm. If I'm trying to be with you for a period of time, I'm going to let you know I'm trying to be with you for a period of time. So, like, what the fuck is the problem? Why aren't people able to get those words out and be able to understand each other clear? Like,
because we don't know what that period of time is, and it's the unknown. It's the unknown. I'm telling you, it's the unknown. So
okay, break it down to me.
Okay, so you said you try to fuck, right?
Okay, yeah.
They already know that. Boom, that's 24 hours.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let you know though. Like,
you're gonna let you know. But you're gonna let them know.
Yeah.
But are you gonna let them know? Hey, I'm trying to be with you for 3 months. I'm trying to be with you 6 months. I'm trying to be with you for 9 months. I'm trying to be with you for 4 years. I'm trying to get married.
Word, because
they don't know.
The fucking can be consistent.
You can't.
Yeah, word.
You can't because then the more you string it out, it's other layers that come into that.
That's why you gotta let her know. Like, she has to be on the same page as you. You gotta be able to be like, all right, we're just fucking.
Right. And
if feelings start happening in between that, let me know so then I can eject myself.
Most people don't know how to have that conversation.
And do you think, has that happened? Has she let you know?
No, that conversation doesn't really happen like that.
It doesn't. It very rarely happens, and that's when we get all this.
That's where the problems come from.
That's where all the problems come from.
So then it's you're catching feelings. You don't tell me, and now you're upset because
you're supposed to know.
But most people don't know how to explain what catching feelings is because, like I said, we don't know what that is. We got this gray area of time trying to figure out what we want to do. Because we can all agree that you're not together. There's a period of time where you're dating, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, and then you wrap it up with a ring, right? We can wrap that up.
That's the goal. Yeah.
That's usually the end goal, right?
Okay.
Because you don't just say I'm gonna date you for the rest of my life like Stedman and Oprah, like it is.
I mean, they still lasting, so they
might got a secret ingredient or whatever, but
they don't need to get married. Though.
Right. That's a different case. That's you talking billionaires or whatever. But like, if you don't you just don't go up to a shorty and be like, yo, I'm trying to marry you, like whatever, or
Facts.
But
even after a month,
even that though, a female would be more likely to be like, you're the guy I want to spend the rest of my life with after that month.
Right,
in my
that's
opinion.
true. That's
so
true.
you know what I mean. So while
that shit is scary.
While
you know what I mean,
while I'm trying to paint a picture in my head, you know what I mean, which takes its time. You already got the whole canvas laid out. So I'm like,
right.
So again, I'm at fault because either I'm not aligned with it or it's not soon enough. But then it's like again, you. Not even you knew what it was. I don't even know what it is. Like you know what I mean. Like, let me get to.
Time.
Let me get there. And
right.
and again, if time doesn't align with what you want, well, it's doomed.
All right. Word. So like, what is a good period of time so
I
we
can't
can?
speak on that one.
The ladies last episode they said 6 months. 6 months.
6 months?
No. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. Hold on.
Let me just cut this off. And like this, because I'm glad like that was said. Because like here's the thing, and like look. I hope 20 years from now you don't dig this up in the archives. But like, you know what I mean? Like, so the divorce rate right now is at 50%.
I think it was a little over.
It's like 57.
Yeah, it's a little over 50.
So it's over 50.
Yeah,
okay, over 50%.
Yeah.
Yet 30, 40 years ago, it was lower.
Yeah, facts.
And that's because the 6 months wasn't 6 months. It was 2 years plus. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's so quick to rush things all of a sudden now.
No, I mean 6 months was like. That's why I said let me break it down. The 6 months was the talking phase. Like you talk, you try to figure out what are you trying to do. You together before even you jump into the relationship.
But you're already in love at that point.
In 6 months,
you already
you've experienced
this person.
You've experienced that person.
Y'all are moving too fast.
I agree. No. But it's not a fact of the. You're not consciously moving fast. You're subconsciously moving fast.
I'm hip, but like you gotta be self-aware though. Like you gotta know your speed.
But you can be self-aware as I'm cuddling with you like 5.5 months in, and I love you too. And you're like,
no, y'all don't love you. You're not in love.
I'm not saying.
You just love the sex.
No,
you just love the sex.
That could be true though, because
you just love the sex. You're not in love.
Because Gucci said it. Am I in love with my girl? Am I in love with her body?
Facts.
But at the same time,
at the time you're in love with something.
You're in love with something. But love is just it's an emotion that's expressed through action.
All right, word.
So it's not like you can't just be like, oh, I feel like I'm in love. But what are you doing? You just fucking?
Yeah, because
you
like
love the fucking.
Because like again, like even that, like the emotional ties, like if we're fucking and. Again, now we're Netflix and chills turn into chill and Netflix, and we're laying down, lounging. That's still, but like that's still gonna build emotional ties. You know what I mean? Like we're cuddling, we're watching TV,
right? But it might not be marriage type of tie. So,
you know, even that, like I think it's almost impossible to know. You know what I mean? Like I think 6 months is too soon
for the talking stage.
To be saying I'm in love.
No, not. That's
what I'm saying is right now, I think the talking phase gets confused.
That's confused. It's a buffer.
Yeah. So right now it's like, you know what I mean, the 6 months of us talking, well, you know, we basically been together for 6 months anyway. We might as well continue what we're doing.
All right, so from now on, I'm gonna put a disclaimer. And a disclaimer for everybody. We're gonna put this down to a science. We're gonna go down to the talking stage and we're gonna break it down to from when it starts, for what it is next, what it leads to, and then what it goes to. Because there's a lot of fucking misunderstanding here.
There is, but then tell me that. But like, tell the female that within the 6 month period, because now she's feeling something a month in, and you're like, I thought I had 5 more months to go. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? It's easy. You know, we could break whatever down, but once emotions are tied to it, the logic gets thrown out the window. I feel.
That is a fact. No, that is a fact. I agree with that.
Depending on the person.
Depending on the person, but like again, like I said, self-awareness is key. People,
it's key.
Like, self-awareness
is key.
You know when you're falling for something,
right?
Whatever it is, you know when you're falling for that thing. And then if you know yourself, and you know, like if you fall for this, you're gonna be in deeper, and you're not trying to get deeper. You gotta push back, B. Like you gotta like slow down, at least pump some brakes.
Unless you got a scuba suit on. You know
exactly. And that's when you establish some ground rules.
Right.
And that's when you talk and be like, we're this, we're that. We might not even make it past 6 months.
But if you say that, then what happens then?
So what's
I mean, she can't call you. She can't call you. She can't say you ain't shit.
Yeah, she can.
She can
absolutely
do. I
will
mean,
call
she
you.
can-
Absolutely, she can. You can say you can't do whatever. Like
She can't. I mean, she can. She can say whatever she wants.
Right.
But then you were clear with her, regardless of how
I mean,
she
you always
feels.
got to be clear, transparent.
transparency doesn't matter. Look, and this
Okay.
is the thing. And I'm not saying like you shouldn't. But what I'm saying is, once again, like, and again, to each their own. But like, emotion and transparency, like I said, like I can tell you what it is. All I need to do is do a hair fraction of something different, and now it's led something completely.
Okay,
else.
but then words got to match actions, though.
I mean,
You can never take too much action.
yeah, and you can speak until look like words. Look, words are great, but again, if the actions, if everything can be aligned, and like I said, all it takes is a little tick off,
Right.
and you're
That's why I don't say much.
Word. I mean, I think I'm like, I think I got what the problem is.
So what's the problem?
I think the problem is like the men and the women.
It's both. That's it.
That is the problem. That's one of the problems.
I
And
disagree.
two, this.
I disagree. I think right now men are victims. Like,
I mean,
Word.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it, but
I think
you can argue both sides, and every situation is different. Where it could be the male and it could be the female.
I think right now men are being aware of the woman's game, and now we're vocalizing. You know what I mean? Like,
We having conversations
We can have
like
this
this.
conversation.
Right,
Opposed to like
right.
before, it was like, yo, what's going on, man?
Uh-huh.
Like, you know what I mean? This and the third, and opposed to like women have always just known certain men ain't shit, and it's like you've known it, but like now you want to be more. I don't want to use the word upset, but like more rallied up to troops on it. So it's like, I think, like I said, I think this is a blind ambush. I think women like I think women have come. You know what I mean? They're like, yo, man,
They're tired of us.
Yeah, I think that.
So they
Nah, they not.
No, let's not say all that. They ain't tired of us.
Not like that. Like, I mean, obviously you can't live with them, can't live without them. But like when I say like they're tired of us, they're tired of us playing the game. So they want to take control of it. So they want to be the ones. They want to be the ones driving. And you
I mean,
I think
females
they're-
don't come up in general in society.
I think
like,
I think females have always been unaware of them. The ball always being in their court until now.
Mhm.
But now the way they're going about it is like, damn, like, shit. You know what I mean? Like you playing the fuck out of me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Opposed
So I'm gonna
to-
play you back.
Oh no! This is me to her. Like you playing the fuck out of me, opposed to like you know what I mean. Like before, it was kind of that babe. I really want you to do this, and like you know what I mean. You can front as much as you want for your boys, but you're gonna do it. You know what I mean. So I think, like I said, I think women are just coming off harder, just swinging at the gates.
So is everybody hurt? Is that why they're
everybody hurt.
Is everybody hurt?
I think everybody just like everybody has their idea of how it should be. Because there's a lot of females I know that aren't hurt. They're just like, nah, man, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know what, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to get mine, you know what I mean? Hoe is life. And I'm like, all right, cool. No, but like, bro, like, hoe is life. And then you're like, all right.
Oh,
and,
have you seen this hashtag?
Yes.
Hoe is life?
Hoe is life. Plenty of times. Hoe is life is literally the movement. And it's like, but like, it's funny because like, when a woman says it's empowering, when a dude says it, look at him. You know what I mean? Like, you're getting sized up, but it's like...
Dudes or girls, if you're a hoe, it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
But tell a hoe that.
Tell a hoe that.
Tell a hoe
Tell a hoe that. And, like, you're a bad guy. And it's like... It's not my place, because I'm still trying to figure out whether a hoe's a good or bad thing. It's not my place to judge, but what I'm going to say is, now being a hoe is celebrated rather than not.
Okay, but what is a hoe, though? What is a hoe?
Eyes in the beholder, yeah. But I mean, just
what is a hoe?
Everybody got their definition of a hoe. Your hoe could be 10, your hoe could be 8, your hoe could be 6, your hoe could be 4. I don't know, but I mean, you like okay from the dude's perspective, you could be like, she has. So like, if I'm talking to a girl, a shorty, and Kenny come up like, yo, let me know if a 10, or we know, hey, she might be out. But we don't exactly know.
Word.
It could just be the concept of a hoe. But
Word.
you never know how many they really... And you never know how many dudes unless they, we be...
Would you want to know your female's body count?
Hell no.
Would you want to know your female body count?
I would say it depends.
Depends on what.
Like,
I would know before. I would want to. If I knew before, that's great. Because then I got information. I got leverage.
Okay.
But if we've been in there and
false though.
What do you mean? How much? You should. Another reason why women ain't shit if you can't tell me your body count if I ask you.
if you lied about it.
But like, I think like, okay, let's say, you know what I mean, like, you know, I live right here, and your body count's the way it is because you've messed with a whole bunch of locals. I need to know because I'm not trying to go to the bar or club and okay, I see you, bro. Yo, man, 8 months ago, I'll be like, wait, what?
You don't want that.
But like, you know what I mean, like if you know, this sounds bad, like if you're on a different coast. And like, you know what I mean, you have history back home, but like, you know, fresh.
Oh god,
that's deep. No, that's deep, bro.
No, I'm saying like, you know what I mean. You move from California.
You don't need to know that.
You live from Virginia. Like,
so your wholeness stays in California.
You go from.
I think for my sake, yeah. If your wholeness is at home or your whatever. No, because like, okay, again, like, yo, these are the dudes I'm out with. I see every day. Like, they're gonna naturally.
Bro, if she's gonna be a hoe in LA, she's gonna be a hoe in VA.
I mean, I'm saying she has a past.
Ooh, you disagree?
I think if you have a past,
I'm really out of the loop.
I respect you having a past. Don't get me wrong. Like, I understand, but like, if your past puts us in, you know, situations that like I said,
mutual grounds.
Yeah, like, oh, what's up, man? And all right, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be some type of way, but like,
if it's a random nigga, you don't give a fuck.
Oh no, I didn't say all that. You'll still have raised eyebrows, but it's just like I said, it's easier. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to go to a club in DC and, you know what I mean, we're on the 4th floor, then like 4 dudes are like,
word.
Yeah,
sure. But like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're at home, you did whatever, and like I said, you're in a new area where like it won't necessarily, you know, socially hit us. I could be more accepting.
Because it's distant.
Yeah.
It's distant.
And I think it would be.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it'd be a two-way.
But that goes down. That comes back to what
is a hoe.
Is a hoe, and
you're
what
right.
sex
right.
is.
Exactly.
Because like we talked about earlier, we was like, are we in love with the sex, or are we in love with the girl?
Exactly.
With the woman.
Okay, so to you, what is a hoe? Let me ask you.
What is a hoe?
Actually, no. Let me make this easier for you guys. Let's go back to the body count.
Okay.
Where is that red flag number? We can break it. We can just separate it like that.
See, now we're going back to like what was it back in the day when the what was the movie? Black Knight with Martin Lawrence.
Oh man.
And my man's, and he was with the princess.
Yeah.
He was like, you deflowered.
Yeah, that's been deflowered a long time ago.
That's just one.
Yeah. You. Oh man.
But from now she's deflowered, so you got cast as like that, and then you got cast like, okay. But for me, I recognize like, okay, she gonna go like it was. I'm 25. Like, it's new. It's a very slim chance within the culture that we live in now that she's just not done anything sub 2, 3.
Nah, I can't hear all that.
Give me a number, bro. Give me a number.
It's not even about the number.
3? After 4?
You said 2 or 3?
No, 4. You're not a hoe.
What is a? But it goes because like, does a body count and a hoe go hand in hand?
Facts. I think so.
You raise your eyebrows, so I want to hear. So I don't know.
I think so
because I can't even answer that yet.
I think
okay,
so.
I'll say this:
guy or girl.
There's. How old are you?
I'm 29. I'm old.
29, 25, 27, 26. Okay,
26.
yeah, 1 year, right?
Yeah.
So we got 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
4 years in between, right? So within that 4 years, there's a girl that was out and about at 16. Right?
Okay.
Out and about at 17, out and about at 18, then she went to college. And God knows what happened there, depending on where she went.
Word.
So, but she would only be 22 at that point, right?
Okay.
So that 22 could be 8. She could be 22 at 8 bodies. But 4 of them was experimental. Right? So you got to determine what's a quality.
There's a lot of science going on. There's a lot of science going on.
What is a hoe?
What is a hoe?
What is a hoe?
I think a hoe might be mentality. You gotta have a hoe's mentality.
Okay, no, the body.
So you can have a high body count and not be a hoe.
Nah, you can't do that.
So what is a hoe?
Because you were like, she's talking about 8 dudes before for experimental.
That's what I'm saying.
I can have like 20 experiments then.
But I'm saying this is more cats. Like, so everybody's situation is different, right?
So hoe is mentality.
Hoe is a combination of mentality and body count, probably 60-40. 60 being body, 40 being mentality. Because that same high body, I've seen the same high body count chill out. I've seen it. She chill out, but she be like, nah, shorty's still out. Nah. Because you might be like, oh, she might have chilled out, but she's still, I can't talk to her because I know what she did and what she been through, right?
Okay.
So what is that? Is that a hoe? Is she still a hoe? She chilled out?
That's
a changed hoe.
That's a dude. I think
that's a delivered.
A delivered hoe. Oh man, that's a great point.
Disclaimer for the word hoe, for any negative connotation, please. There's no negative connotation.
Big respect though to the
nothing but respect. Anyways, proceed. I just had to say that for the ladies before they attack y'all.
See, and sex is like I don't even know what a hoe is anymore.
Word.
I don't even think I know.
Because and I'm saying this because I have little sisters. And then, funny enough, they're like, oh, hey, ho. And I'm looking at it like, well, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? Like, they've adopted the word to something else. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. But, even that, they'll be like, I'm like, yo, we should have an open and honest relationship. Like, I'm not going to fight no dudes. But, let me know what's going on. And they're like, well, so-and-so didn't want to do this because, she wanted to keep her body count low. So she doing this with everybody else. And I'm like, but she, back of my head, I'm like, she a hoe. Not, again, for the positive meaning of hoe, I don't know the substitute word yet. But you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. So, I think, there's hoe manipulations. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, like you said, you know what I mean?
You can change the form, the algebraic expression.
Yeah, the algorithm. The algorithm switched up because you know what I mean? Like, you haven't had sex with as many dudes, but you've done everything else with a whole bunch of dudes. You know what I mean? So your body count is low, but I mean, yo, man. Again,
so there's different category of wholeness.
That's what it comes to saying. It's a mentality. Might do this. I think
the mentality is more than the body count. I think so because I think the body count at the end of the day can be manipulated.
Depending on what you're doing. I don't care who you are. If you exceed 13, you're a hoe. You're a hoe. I don't care if the first 8. I don't care if the first 8 was experimental. You're trying to figure out if this is for you or not. If you pass,
disclaimer, I ain't look. I know South was motivation, but I ain't say all that.
I mean, that's just my opinion. I know, I'm gonna get attacked. I mean, I'm a decent guy. I probably had sex twice, so But anyway, so yeah, if you pass, but if you pass 13, come on, man.
That's a lot.
I mean, but it depends. Here's the thing. What if you're you brought the whole. You start at 16. What if you're 30 and single? That's technically a dude a year.
Yeah.
Are you a hoe then?
That ain't shit.
You know what I mean? On pen and paper, that's not.
That's what I was getting at though.
You know what I mean? If let's say you've been in. I mean, I won't necessarily call you a hoe for being in year-long, but you've talked to a different dude every year, and are you a hoe at that point? All
right, so I guess we gotta. This wholeness chart can go forever.
You can't qualify.
I think it goes down to mentality and intention. You know what I mean?
All right, so I take that back. Fuck 20 dudes. I don't give a fuck. I don't give.
That was a 30-second. A whole change from 13 to 20. But I think it's intention and attitude because you know what I mean? These women are, you know what I mean? Again, there was a point where, a body count was you know what I mean?
That was guys. The thing.
Yeah, that's word.
Now a female's you know what I mean? I'm trying to get mine, kick you to the curb. And I think, you know what I mean? It manipulates the whole body count algorithm, but it's still the same intent behind it.
Word. All right, so morals comes down.
It's just we live in a sexual society.
Yeah.
Everything, Instagram, sex.
And I think
music, sex.
And I think women emotionally use their skills. I think, again, women are more emotional creatures to reel men in and kick them to the curb, opposed to a guy
keeping it 100.
I won't say keep it 100, but his flex is his flex. You know what I mean? You'll be impressed.
You can see it from a mile away.
Yeah, you may be impressed by, I said, my gear or whatever.
Presence.
Yeah. But that's what the presence may not even have any substance.
Word.
The emotions has substance. The emotions has my heartstrings pulled.
Word.
So what you do at that point afterwards, you can say, yeah, you knew what it was. No, I didn't.
Word.
That sound like the ugly dude that get all the chick.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Damn. All right, I'm not calling nobody ugly. But all right, so for the sake of the dude that's out there that can't tell the difference, that's trying to shift between am I messing with a hoe, am I messing with a girl that ain't shit? What advice would you give him so he can be able to like dissect that?
Pull the cards.
Pull the cards.
Pull the cards.
Like how so? Break it down to him.
If you don't know she a hoe, so
yeah.
So like, what we talking like a month? You don't know she a hoe. You knew she.
If
was
you
a-
invested enough time in this girl that you almost falling for her, already fell for her.
You should know if she was a hoe by now. Bro.
But what if he doesn't know? That's my.
You
thing.
know.
know.
Like you said, in your gut, you know. Now you may want to turn that hoe into a housewife. That's your business. But you can never say at the core she wasn't this when you first met her.
Right, you knew. That's the first impressions.
And the same with the guys.
$1 million.
Like, you can want to turn a bad boy into a gentleman, but like you knew he was a bad boy when you came into it.
Word.
So
Word.
I think
Word.
you at the end of the day, your intuition will always lead you the right direction.
Word. Word. So don't ignore the signs. All right. So like another advice for the dude that is currently dealing with a hoe, and he does know, but he loves the sex, or he might be in love with her. What can you tell him? How does he pull out?
He need to define: is he in love with her? Is he in love with her body? That's one. Two, you can run that. I mean, you can run that. Like, if you like doing what you're doing with her, then like you can run that as long as as your focus is.
As long as you're happy.
As long as you're happy and
ain't getting cheated on.
Yes,
that if he know he getting cheated on, like
you can't
that happens all day long.
Yeah, word.
That happens all day long.
But like even now, cheating isn't even a big deal anymore.
It's cool.
Like I'm saying this off social. I'm saying this. I'm saying like even like off social media. Like I think off that like social media, so and so cheated and like. She'll be with the new dude the next day. Oh my god, I love it.
If she was with a new dude the next day, she was already with the
But like, you know what I mean? But like I think it's kind of like we're so quick to.
It's desensitized.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I said. It's cool.
That's not cool.
It's not cool. But
if you got cheated on, you gonna feel it.
Yeah.
You gonna click her page. But yeah, I think it's turned so desensitized. So like the 24 hours. Oh my god, I can't believe she's a bitch. Then the next day, it's like, girl,
Yeah.
So it's like. We're just in a constant state of movement that like it's turned into, like I said, body counts. Things that should take time to heal. Is what I'm in love in 2 days. In 2 days.
Yeah, I gotta chill.
And then I'm in love in 2 days. We're married. We're engaged the following week. We got married the following month. We're divorced the following year.
But that's that biological clock. Some people wired like that, and that comes to experience of what you viewed growing up.
That's true. That's very true.
That's just like cats that go to the military. Couples 19, I'd be like, y'all tripping.
But
you get married, you walk into
I think this was that military check.
Facts.
You get a boost.
Yeah. No, but that's part of it. But like even then, like that's a monetary decision at that point. So then we get to talking about what is marriage actually? Is it a spiritual bond or is it an institution?
I think it's turned into a business transaction.
Yes, it is a business transaction. It's a thorough business transaction.
I have a daughter. You literally every tax season.
Ching.
Oh,
get my house, you know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. I love my daughter to death, but yeah, I look forward to the taxes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of relationships, you know what I mean, like to bring up the whole, you know what I mean? It's turned more into a business than the actual union.
Mm-hmm. It ain't like jumping a broom back in the day.
All right, fellas. Thank you so much for this intel. Thank you so much for this information. I don't mean to cut you guys off or anything, but we're gonna have a part 3. And you guys are going to come back, and the girls are going to be here so they can speak for themselves. I'm just going to be in the corner sipping a drink and just cooling. This is going to be your show. But anyways, again, Akil, thank you.
No doubt.
Again, thank you for coming through. And, give out your handles because you guys will get flamed on. So, hey, get ready for this. Give out your handles, your IG, your Twitter, your Facebook, everything.
You know what? I don't even use social media.
Wow. I
don't even have social media. No. I only have the business page. So it's the_ace_lifestyle. I mean, I love women. Don't get me wrong. It's, y'all got some tendencies, and I think it's all across the board, and y'all are just being aired out more. But like I said, I still love women. Y'all are still beautiful, beautiful creatures. I came from a woman. I just. Let's call a spade a spade.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
You know what I mean? Men ain't shit, but like y'all ain't far behind. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna leave it as. So y'all can take that how you want to take it.
All right, your turn, sir.
I mean, all my accounts private.
You gotta accept them.
Straight up, I gotta accept you. You might tag me. I might not even see it. My Instagram, Akil. plain. Twitter. What am I on Twitter? I don't even know. Oh.
Your IG is enough though. Like if you don't want that,
I mean, they can't get in anyway. it is just what it is. But again, like my man said, Echo, much love to all the ladies out there. It is a two-way street though. It is a two-way street. It is always a two-way street. You decide what you want to do with your life, and if we ain't shit, y'all ain't shit either. So we can chalk it up to that, and then we got two big ass shits. So
exactly. So everybody ain't shit. Yeah. Everybody ain't shit.
I think we ain't shit across the board. I think that's what it is. I think,
but you can be shit if you decide what type of shit you want to be.
Facts.
So now we talking the types of shit.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, fellas, and that's it.